All right, so what we're going to look at today is a mobility plus strength type of activity. It's more for mobility, but there's some isometric kind of work in here. Not necessarily a long isometric hold, but there's some time under tension. Very little hold, but again, there will be some hold there, so we can kind of call it a strength movement too. But we're going to be working through a little lateral lunge type of movement for the hips. With some lateral flexion of the trunk or lateral bending of the trunk, really working on some thoracic, some mid back type motion while we're in that lateral lunge. So we're going to hold the stick, and we're not necessarily going to hold that stick at 90, maybe that we do with looking at Olympic style lifts. What we're going to do is, like where I like to start is kind of come over and just kind of see the mobility of those shoulders. And that's about where I'm going to hold the stick when we do this exercise. Now, it's really important as we do the lateral bend that we keep the head in the center of the stick. The head goes with the stick. Don't allow that stick to start to move without the head when we're trying to overcompensate for that lack of mobility. So keep an eye there. And again, head, ears, arms will all be in a straight line as we go over. Don't allow that head to poke forward or try to tip forward there. So it's just a simple lateral lunge. So we're going to go into that lateral lunge. And as we go into that lateral lunge, I'm going to flex and get that lateral bend. And I'm trying to get the tip of the stick to the ground and back up. So there is a little isometric hold there. And again, I'll turn a little bit better so you can see. But as we go over, I'm going into that lateral lunge, down into that lateral lunge. So the back leg, that back leg, trail leg is straight. And I'm going to tip and try to get the tip of that stick to the floor and back up. Again, we'll repeat on the other side. So going to my left, I'm going to go into that lateral lunge and I'm tipping and getting that stick to the floor and up. So it's a really complex movement, kind of a couple things going on there, but it's a really good movement to combine some lower extremity mobility and some upper extremity mobility at the same time. And again, you can come over and you can hold that into a little isometric hold, get deep into that stretch, and with it being a hold, that's kind of where that strength component comes in, but not necessarily really focusing on the strength. It's just a byproduct of the work that you're doing. So try that out, see what you think. As always, videos on YouTube, over on Facebook. Sometimes we'll pop them on Instagram, but see what you think. Try it out, check back.